let me just start off with, I have a pretty cool idea. So I was watching this YouTube video and some guys buy this, worthless item, maybe worth around $1. But due to good marketing, they were able to sell it for, I don't know, a couple hundred. And I thought that was super smart and super creative. And I thought, to myself, could I try and do that with something fish related? Basically, could I take this piece of dragonstone and sell it for $500? Okay, maybe not something that extreme, but you get my point, right? So now I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is possible, but what am I gonna market? What's something that is pretty cheap in the fish hobby that I can, find a way to make valuable or pretend to be valuable? I thought about doing some sort of fish. At first I was thinking like a common guppy or a feeder goldfish, but that's obviously too easy. Even if I like change the color, people will still know it's a common guppy or a comet goldfish. Then I thought about plants. No species really came to mind at first, but then I looked at my fish tanks. This is one of my 5 gallons. Now this stuff is just covering the surface of the tank. Now some of these leaves have this nice stripe pattern. Now it caught my eye because this pattern reminds me of a really rare and really expensive sword. So the sword that I'm talking about is the Echinodorus Iguazu 2009. This plant is pretty rare, and for a small portion, it's gonna cost you around $90 to $100. So my grand plan is to edit a photo of Frogbit to make it look like a Iguazu 2009 sword. I hope I can do it. I don't know if people are actually gonna believe it, but now I'm thinking about how am I gonna like present this. I thought I could reuse one of these guys. Now this is a pot that I got with one of the plants that I bought, and I thought it would be a cool idea to, let's see, just grab a little piece of Frogbit, put it in here, and just say this is an Iguazu 2009. I'm planning on darkening the green on this Frogbit to make it look like an Iguazu sword. So let's put this guy through editing. Oh, that fell off. This is gonna be a lot of work. So I'm done with the photo. It now has the same color as the Iguazu 2009. The leaf on the bottom left looks more like the sword than any other leaf. The top left leaf really looks like Frogbit, so I think that's the one that's actually gonna give it all away. But the other leaves, yeah, they still look like they still look like Frogbit too. But I'm really hoping that there is someone out there who is not knowledgeable enough to tell that this is Frogbit. Honestly, it could have been worse. I'm gonna take it for now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload this on Instagram as a post. I'm not gonna sell it at first. I'm really curious to see if people can tell it's Frogbit. So in my caption, I'm gonna say, can anyone guess what this is? Also, I can add in, like, I finally have it. Really rare plant. I've been waiting so long for it, stuff like that to kind of like steer people away from something that's pretty common. But yeah, I'm hoping that, this works. So I just uploaded the photo, and let's see what I get. Okay, I'm back. I've been doing some like other things with my tanks, but I got a few responses. So let's see the first one. Okay, so the first person gave the I don't know emoji, the one that's like this. For me, that's a good sign because this person does not know distinctly that it's a Frogbit. Anyways, let's move on to the next comment. Okay, well, this person guessed the Iguazu sword, so that's a really good sign. Someone thinks it's an Iguazu sword. I'm happy. Right under that, the same person commented, but it looks like Frogbit. LOL. Well, he didn't say it is Frogbit. He said it looks like Frogbit. His first guess was the Iguazu, so I guess it still looks like Frogbit, but at least it can pass off for an Iguazu sword. Alright, and I'm getting a lot of other comments. Frogbit, is it Frogbit? Alright, so this other person, kind of funny, he explained to me how Frogbit works. He like kind of told me about how Frogbit is like this plant that, everyone wants to get rid of, and it will spread over your tank. Honestly, if there was someone else who put a photo saying that they waited so long for frog bit, I would probably give them the whole spiel about it too. But yeah, well, only one person was able to guess the eagle as a sword. At least it can kind of passes it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add some more frog bit in some more of these little pots, and I'm gonna post picture of the pots on my Instagram story. I'm gonna say that I have 10 pots of the Iguazu 2009 sword for sale. It's a really rare plant, stuff like that, and DM me if you are interested in purchasing one. We can work a price out. I'm not gonna have a set price because I'm actually curious to see how much people will pay for frog bit. If I just say like $90, there could be a person who's willing to pay even more. Okay, so yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna put it on my story. So I'm gonna go back to working on my tanks, and hopefully when I come back I will have a few offers. Alright, so I got a few notifications saying that so-and-so has requested to DM you. Alright, so this first person replied, and oh, this person wants 4. That's a lot. And this person just said, yeah, they didn't ask for like a certain price. Wow. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't know if I should feel bad doing this. Like, it's a prank, right? But at the same time, it's a fun social experiment to see what people will actually pay for some frog bit. Oh, and also I should set the record straight. I'm not making anyone pay for anything. Like, I'm not gonna charge anyone $100 for a pot of frog bit. At the end, I'm just gonna say it's frog bit, and I'm doing this prank for a video. And yeah, I'm not gonna make anyone pay anything. But anyways, for 4, I'm gonna say 100. I'm just gonna start off with $100, and actually for a portion of that size, I think it would be around $80. So it wouldn't be 90 to 100. I think that portion's a little too small to be worth that much. So yeah, I think it's around 80, but I'm gonna start high. I'm actually gonna start at $100 and see what he says. So let's go with 100, and I'll let you know when he responds. Okay, so the first person replied, and the first person said he will take the deal. Oh, wow. Alright, so I sold 4. I'm not gonna reply to him yet, but so far I sold 4 for $400. But yeah, alright, so $400 for the first person. Let's move on to the second person. So yeah, this person and one more person responded. Alright, so this person says, does $90 work? And if so, I will grab 2. I'm gonna try and bargain with him. I'm gonna say, are you willing to go up to 100? And yeah, let's see what he says. Alright, so the final person said, oh, I have to accept. Alright, so this person said, is this an easy to take care of plant? Yeah, it is. I'll say yes, and with CO2 you will have a lot of it. Yeah, so no one else has responded yet, so I'll come back when I get some responses. I'm back, and I got a few responses. I didn't want to film everything because that would just get boring. But anyways, basically what happened was I found 10 people that were willing to pay $100 for 1 pot. I already talked to you guys about the person who bought 4. Also, 3 people were interested in buying 1 pot, and they all agreed to pay 100 for the pot. So that's $700. I got messages from other people saying that they wanted some, but since I only had 3 left, I went with this person who just wanted 3, and this person agreed to do it for $300, so 1 pot $100, and I sold the last 3 to this guy. Well, again, not really sold, right? But if I was that mean, I would have made $1,000 off of 10 pots of frog bit. So a few things surprised me about this, right? I'm surprised that so many people offered, because in the comments, there was like a lot of people that were saying it's frog bait. Only one person said the Iguazu sword. Also, I'm kind of surprised that they paid that much. I actually have a friend who was selling some Iguazu swords. He was selling them for 90 and the portion size was much bigger. So I am kind of surprised that so many people were willing to do 100, but yeah, I guess so. So now comes the hard part. Now I gotta respond to all of these people saying that it's not the real deal and they're not gonna be getting an Iguazu sword. Hopefully these people have a sense of humor. Yeah, I'm hoping that they're not gonna get mad. If I was in their shoes, I would not be the happiest camper. But yeah, hopefully they are nice about it. Also, I'm gonna mention that you know, they can get the sword for a cheaper price if they look for it. You know, just to help them out a little bit because, you know, they were interested in actually buying a sword. But anyways, that's pretty much it for today's video. Hopefully you guys liked it. I don't really do these types of videos too often. And if you did like it, please comment that down below. I want to hear some feedback from you guys. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry to the people if you're watching this. You know, yeah, like I said, you can get the plant for cheaper. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next video.